Yo, Killah Dilla Sado, produced by Frizzy Gastro. Yo, I snap bones like twigs and fuck bitches like I roasted a pig. You fuck bitches and wigs, you probably do. Stay away from me, my home alone is my favorite place to be. A hideout after I ride out. He dies from my unknown cause, nobody finds out it's me. Wonder what kind of kid to be. It's Killah Dilla. I'm no MJ, but I'ma still keep it thriller. Look deep in the eyes of a stone cold killer.
So, Killah Dilla Sado, I want to welcome you guys to the podcast.
Thank you, fam. Thank you for having us, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. I discovered you guys from your song I Don't Know, and then I, went further, heard Stone Cold, both great songs. If you guys just want to start out by telling everybody where you guys are from and how you guys came together.
Okay, my name's Dylan. My real name, my first name is Dylan. Go by Killah Dilla. And I grew up in Mississauga, Ontario, and raised in Milton, Ontario. And I started doing this shit from like way before, like back in the day. Like my brother, we used to throw these big parties at the house, and that's like where I could say like I fell in love with hip hop. Was like hip hop's like my first love, like was through these parties, like learning all the greats and the legends. As you see my wall right here, this is like for real my passion. Like
that shit's fire, dude.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and same thing. I was raised in Mississauga as well. Moved to Milton. I started rapping at the young age of 15, and it's funny because I was kind of making them buzz in town, and kind of mutual producers actually linked me and Killah up because we made similar kind of music, and they were like, "Oh, if you kind of make this, you would sound good with my boy." And we kind of linked up in the studio. After that first session, it was just over. We went from the kind of took off.
Yeah, that's dope. So how was it the first time you guys met? Because you guys sound great together on the tracks. It sounds like you've been rapping a lot together for a while. So when was the first time you guys got together? And there's a difference between someone suggesting you rap with someone and then you really fucking with someone. So talk about how that relationship came, and then how long, like when did you guys first start? And
yeah, it's been like about almost like a year now. We've been making music together. And within that year time, we've like already like banged out like a whole album. We got like another album too. We got a bunch of singles too dropping on the way. But how we met each other, my boy Frizzy Astro actually, like he said, he's like, yo, you sound good with my boy. And then we met mutually through my producer Frizzy Astro. And it's my boy Frizzy Astro, he has a collective together. It's called Solar System. And like he works with tons of artists. So he always tries to like hook up like, different artists and like, and kind of like grow. Like that's what the community's about. This is why I like love hip hop too, at the same time.
And I also think it's also the sound of the music in terms of that boom bap, that kind of grimy sound. Because I feel like when I was making that type of music, there wasn't anybody that I knew of that was making that type of music. So obviously after that first session, I kind of gravitated towards the sound that was coming out of it. I was like, whenever I kind of made music with other artists, it's not really that collaborative either. Like I'm not really the type of guy to send MP3s back and forth and kind of say, oh, hop on this, hop on that. I'm more of a kind of get in the studio, let me feel out the vibe. We can write a verse together kind of thing. I'm more of that kind of artist. So Killah definitely matched my vibe on that type of level. So I was like, why not,
Yeah, so for you guys, when you guys first started working together, did you guys notice the energy right away, or did it take a while?
Yeah, actually, as soon as I met him, I already had a verse laid out in the studio, and he just hopped right on it. And then right after that, we're just like flying through tracks, like just like Frizzy would cook up a beat, and like it would be like one take, and then we'd be done, and we'd be on to a next track, and then we'd just be flying through these things.
Yeah, and I feel like that helped like the friendship as well. Obviously, it was just business at first. I didn't really know him as well, but just having that time in the studio together. Like, obviously, he's one of my good friends now.
Yeah,
I feel like that time in the studio kind of brought us together.
Yeah, that's dope. You guys being from the Toronto area, talk about when you guys were both growing up, what were you guys like hearing like in the streets or in your house? And then what did you guys start to listen to like when you got control of the aux cord?
Okay, well, there's a lot of Toronto music. Like, to be honest with you, like keep it 100%. I don't listen to a lot of Toronto artists.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like I don't really like too much Toronto hip hop. Like you know, I fucks with Drake and what he's doing, but I don't listen to his music. If like if I was like to talk about any Toronto artist that I grew up listening to, it's out of like my crew Third Degree from Scarborough. A lot of the artists that you know came from Scarborough and stuff, like like Genghis Khan, like those kind of rappers, like Jeezy, like even just like old Toronto, like West End, even like Jeezy Loke, A2H, Addicted to the Hustle, like more. I like more street music than like I don't like the accent and shit. Like you know, it's you know like I don't like any of that shit. I just talk regular.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm kind of the opposite because I really fuck with Toronto music. I grew up on Roni and Kilo. Roni is definitely one of my favorite rappers growing up. Maybe not now, like because there's new artists gonna come out, but in terms of like the sound of the style, definitely Roni's one of my favorite artists that come from Toronto specifically. And in terms of in general, I actually grew up a lot on Lupe Fiasco. I don't know if you know Lupe.
Lupe,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course I do. Yeah. Legend.
Because the lyricism really it made me think. I love music that actually makes me think because there's other type of music I listen to just to chill, but when it comes to rap, I really want to think and break it down because I feel like I'm that type of rapper as well. So I would say Roni and Lupe.
Out of Toronto rappers who I really mess with right now, it's like Daniel Son and Raz Fresco are really the two people that come to mind that I fuck with.
Daniel Son's one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah. Daniel Son, Raz Fresco, like the whole Baker's Club, their work ethic is like almost unmatched. You know, the guy's putting out like 10 albums every year. You know,
You know, yeah, when I first heard you guys, I loved it because it gave me that feeling like when I first kind of discovered like Griselda back in the old days, like, you know, that underground, like hard, it's a rap. There's no question about it. Like you got bars. And that's the kind of hip hop I appreciate. Because I grew up on the East Coast, New Jersey, New York area.
Me too.
Yeah, I grew up on that shit.
New York rap and shit.
That
Cool G rap, Sean Price.
Yeah.
Those are the you know the goats.
Yeah, Big L, like if you want to talk hip hop, like
Big L, of course.
Talking like Big L, you know?
Yeah, you can't talk hip hop without bringing up Big L for sure.
Yeah, so what do you guys think you guys need personally? If you could just say like a thing or two, what do you guys think you need personally to take it to the next level?
Well, I have a thing, you know, I have a thing where I write shit down and like if I don't do something progressively with either like writing every day or if I'm not I try to get some videos or like shouting out the different playlists and like I'm learning this like every day you got to do at least something just to grow like you know yourself as an artist. Like you can't just there's a lot more than just the music too that goes behind it. It's like you got to think about videos, you got to think about like you know, like right now, talking to you, being here, like doing these interviews, or like, you know, reaching out to different playlist curators, you know, getting your music out there, kind of like, you know, it's all big. It all comes into play. And one thing that I've definitely learned is, like, I've never been like a huge social media guy, but like that's what I use Instagram for. It's not even to speak to people or you know whatever. I just use it to kind of promote my music and. You know, like through Instagram, it's like I've gotten like a lot of fans like around the world. Like even my last few albums, I've released like CDs and vinyls. I got the vinyl right here. I'm gonna bring it up.
He's got his albums on vinyl. It's actually crazy.
I got this one pressed on vinyl. I got like
looks like some MF Doom shit.
Yeah. I got Daniel Son. I got Raz Fresco on this. Mad Squabbles. You know my boy Ron Prophet. On this album, but through like these albums and these CDs, like the real heads appreciate that shit, and like people actually go out of their way and they like message you. It's nice. Like people from like South Africa and like different like areas like that, like you know in Spain. You know I've sold like it's nice having like. Cause like through the music and the streams, you ain't gonna get shit. But if you put out like physicals, people will.
You can touch that shit. Yeah.
You actually can make money off of this shit.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I would say to me, man, I'm actually a real believer. Money, the music will speak for itself. So I feel like for me, it's probably just marketing and getting my name out there. Because the last thing I want is for my music to fall on deaf ears. I just want to get it in the right situation and to the right ears because I know the music will always speak for itself. Like I believe in myself a lot. So when it comes to the marketing, because just like Killah said, I'm not a social media kind of guy. I'm never on my phone at all. I kind of stay to myself. So obviously as a rapper, that kind of counteracts what I'm kind of trying to do. But of course, the marketing is definitely my number one. If that comes into play, I feel like it'll take off from.
Yeah, and I think it maybe what could work best for you guys if if you guys had like someone else do your social media for you.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, because that's the same when I first started this too, right? Like, you would never know because I'm on camera every day, but like,
Right.
I don't want to be on camera. You know what I mean? But this is my job. This is what I love to do. So,
Right.
and the social media shit, like, and like how you guys say, it's just part of the game at this point.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, you gotta use it. You gotta use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
in a way.
In 2023, the like
It's
how
not-
all these new guys are blowing up.
It's not the '90s, bro. You know,
It's
Yeah.
not
it's not the '90s. Like back in the '90s, you could just go on the street, you could sell mixtapes. You know, you
Yeah.
could get your shit out there through words,
now it's
like
all
through
Spotify.
spoken word and shit. That's how you get your shit out there. Like one person has a tape in the deck, and then they're like, "Yo, who's this?" And that's how shit would get around back in the day.
Word
But
of mouth.
nowadays, it's you gotta really use the social media. That's how like it's all done. You know,
Yeah,
like,
no,
people don't know about
no
anything.
doubt.
There's half the artists I found out about that I have on my Spotify right now is through like instant like social media or like Spotify even like they let you know like, oh, you're listening to this kind of music, hey, check out these guys. Like Spotify will like tell you like similar music and shit like that. So like yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, no doubt. I think, and one of the best things about hip hop for me is there's still you still discover new artists. You know what I mean? Like, I've discovered so many dope artists through online, or like you said, like I listen to like Conway the Machine. They'll be like, oh well, these people are like him, and then you see they're on a song
That's
with
what
him.
I mean. That's what I
And
mean.
then I
Or
go-
like like you listen to like these people like you follow these people on YouTube like Pack of the Plug. He's posted my music a bunch of times. You know what I mean? These are the kind of people that I find out like tons of artists like and it's like it's sick when someone like that like Pack of the Plug or even Sun Tzu, he has another big YouTube channel. He gets artists out there. He gets their names like to the real hip hop heads, and it's very important. I think.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate what they do too. So I always ask everybody this who comes on, no matter how famous the artist or producer, how underground. If this goes for both of you, the question: if you could have 3 dream features from any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Damn.
You go first.
I go first.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
And not one song, just in general.
Yeah, just in general, 3 different features. Off rip, I got to go Drake because that's the ultimate cosign. Especially being from Toronto area, that's the
You've
ultimate
automatically
cosign.
made it with the
Yeah.
Drake feature, bro.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And you said alive, right?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Okay, then the second it's got to be Big L. Okay, I gotta say Big L. Just because me personally, I'm a very big like punchline rapper. So when it comes to punchline, that's kind of my thing, right? So I feel like it would just be a boxing match with me and Big L. Jab for
To
jab.
go with punchlines, yeah.
Yeah, and then third, I'm gonna go out of left field and I'm gonna say Mary J. Blige.
That's
want
fire
Mary J.
answer.
Blige.
Actually, a few people have said that because she's so good.
I just want her on a hook. On a
Yeah,
hook.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I'll
that'd be
spit
crazy.
3 16s, 3 verses. That's my 3 right there, bro. What about you?
So for me, I'd have to say Sean Price #1 because that's my favorite rapper of all time. Rest in
Got to,
peace.
got to.
Yeah.
Sean Price is one of like the all-time greatest for me. It's just his funny delivery, like
Yeah.
like
The wittiness.
the wittiness, and
Yeah.
like he was
That's what
one
makes
of,
him. Yeah, he's
one of
unique.
the funniest rappers of all time. Just like his personality and
Yeah.
like his character,
It's clever.
and like and probably Cool G Rap.
Cool G rap.
Fire, yeah.
Cool G Rap is like probably what made me want to rap
Right.
in the first place. When I heard Cool G Rap, like there'd be no Big Pun, there'd arguably like be none of these like syllable rappers and shit without Cool G Rap. And I'm always into that. Like I've been like more slower rap. Like I'm starting to like get into
Like
slow,
the
but
Zados?
I rap, but I rap fast. Like I've always been like able to do the syllable shit. I like that shit. And Cool G Rap, if there's anybody, he's the best at that. He's 100% the best at with the syllables.
So you got Sean Price, you got Cool G
Cool G Rap, and then for my third, I'd have to go with Nems.
Ooh,
Nems.
fire. Yeah,
Nems,
fire.
man,
Nems
the
is crazy.
disrespect and all that shit. Cause I don't know if you listen to like my music, I'm very disrespectful with the shit.
Yeah.
Like very disrespectful. And if
Yeah, you remind me of him. It's funny.
Yeah, yeah. If there's one person that could match like my like disrespectfulness, I feel like it would be Nems, bro.
Nems and old school and Slim Shady.
Yeah, bro. If it was one of them motherfuckers, for sure. Like as of like my favorite artist right now, it's definitely Nems. Like alive, I fuck with Nems heavy.
Yeah.
Or next to that, it's like Boldy James or Conway, obviously. But
Yeah.
Nems is like more my style.
That's
you know?
a solid 3. That's a solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love both your guys' lists, and I love how you guys like you're like me, like how you love this shit. Like you love hip hop, you love like the rhymes, the syllables, like
I love the culture, bro. I love it all. Like,
me too.
I got all my boys who dabble in like if it's not hip hop, they produce, and then if they ain't produce, they DJ. And like all my friends together represent almost every element. I got my like graffiti writers, like what you see, like you could like search a lot of my music videos. I got graffiti writers in the back and stuff. We really do this shit.
Yeah, you live this shit. Yeah, same here.
Hip hop shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think another person, I don't know, you guys probably know who he is, but just how your style is. If you haven't listened to him, you should go back and listen to Fred the Godson.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Just
Fred the Godson crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna have him on the podcast right before he passed away, and fortunately his brother came on for him. Great guy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Man. That would have been a big one for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have.
He's one of the most
He's
like,
slept on.
Yeah, he's very slept on. Like
his delivery.
He's one of the most underrated rappers probably to have ever lived.
Yeah.
And like a lot of his bars are just over your fucking head.
Overhead.
He's one of the best over your head kind of rappers. You have to like sit back and then re-listen to bars sometimes.
Yeah, and then you listen to him, you're like, holy fuck. Like
yo,
it's like another league to it. Like he's in the like it's so easy for him, it's just another league.
Yeah.
So where do you guys see I don't like the bullshit 5-year question. Where do you guys see your career a year from today?
I don't know. Like what I see it's definitely quadrupling as we're talking right now. Like from where I was last year, it's definitely I'm getting a lot more like attention through like even artists that I look up to, you know, are now fucking starting to message me and like look like almost like as a mentors and like kind of teaching me the ways and shit. And I'm slowly getting there. I'm trying to book more shows. Like me and Sado got like an album coming out like at the end of this month. So it's more so about getting the shit out there now and start doing shows. We got the content, we got the music. It's kind of just like it's just about time we start getting this shit on the roll. You know what I mean?
For me, I'd probably say 1 year from now, I'm trying to be touring in the US. Maybe be more of a full-time rapper, because right now I work a 9 to 5. This is how I fund my rap career. You see what I'm saying? It's
a lot of underground artists do, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I want to be a full-time rapper. This is what I love to do. I'm sure you can tell.
I just worked a 14-hour shift before I came here and interviewed.
Right now, yeah. I was working this morning too. It's just regular shit.
I started at 5 in, got off at 6:30, and then I messaged you. I'm like, yo, what's poppin'?
Yeah, but either way, like I want to rap full-time. Like I want to be paid for what I love. You know what I'm saying?
1000%. Me and him both.
That's the dream for sure. You just mentioned it. I was gonna ask you that before we got out of here. So what can your fans expect next from you and the people that discover you through this interview?
So we got an album called Written Prescription coming out at sometime this year, close to the
great name.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
We got the artwork is gonna be phenomenal. It's like almost like a comic book theme and shit.
I love that. Yeah.
And we got a bunch of like singles in between that album, like after that album drops, like that we're gonna release, and then we got solo projects also as well on the way.
Yeah.
And then we got a big like project that like I'm most like anticipating is called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. So
basically for the fans right now, all expect is some real hip hop. It's coming real soon. Just check out. You're gonna.
Yeah. For Written Prescriptions, like it's all grimy tracks, and then for like our second album that we have, it's like all stories. The whole album is all story tracks.
Anybody who likes
like real life stories. Yeah. Like it's just a day in the life kind of shit. Like every track is like a real life story.
You gotta test your pen sometimes.
Yeah, no, I fuck with you guys so heavy because like you guys are the kind of rap like that I love. I grew up on. I love it now. If you check my shit out, I've interviews with almost most of
I've watched a bunch of them.
Most of the people in Griselda, like the people under Griselda, like and you
Yeah,
guys are right in that lane. I fuck with you guys heavy. Before we get out of here, just let everybody know if you just want to spell out your artist name and let them know where they can find your music and your social medias, and then the mic is yours.
So yo, my say, of course, Instagram at Sado. Pretty straightforward. You can find me over there. My Spotify's the same thing, just Sado. Pretty straightforward.
And for
Yeah,
me,
dude, just wait, just for him. Say that one more time because you lagged.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
No, you guys are good.
The Instagram is at real.sado, real.sado. And my artist name, of course, is Sado. You can just search that into Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on all of that.
and for me, it's a Killah, Killah, not Killah, not K-double-L-A, like Killah, like I face Killah with A-H, and then Dilla, like J Dilla. And then you can find me on Instagram as at MBK Natural Born Killah with 2 A's. And then on Spotify, it's just Killah Dilla. It's my rap name. So
Yeah, that's yeah, bro. You guys are great. Anything I can do personally for you, please just let me know. Anything you guys ever need promoted or playlisted, just shoot it my
I
way.
appreciate that, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, once you come on the podcast, bro, we're locked in. So I don't charge for that shit once after you come on. Like, we're locked in. Anything I can do for you guys, let me know. And if there's anything you want to say before we get out of here, the mic's
I
yours.
was gonna say, man, I heard your girl is pregnant, man. Congratulations, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Is it your first child or?
Yeah, first one. I got the reveal on this Saturday, so I'm gonna find out what the gender is.
Wow, man. Good luck, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. We're gonna check you.
All right, have a good day, guys. Stay safe, okay?
Salute, man.
Yeah,
Have a good
yeah.
one.
God bless,
Peace.
bro.